Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He is through here. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Rodri gets over and intercepts. Oh, good ball, shots on here. It could be in here. Ferran Torres! Pedri! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Spain really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Xavi with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, he's found some space here. Oh, he's in! Can he put it away? Goal, Spain! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Spain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted, and now that they're celebrating the opener, I think...
In with a header! Puyol getting this one clear. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he's there to retrieve it. Shot could be on. He's going for goal! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Matheus Cunha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries a shot! Xavi. Has a shot! Spain are looking to go forward now. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw. Driving on and making good progress, and he was quick to react. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Neymar. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Rodri. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. you still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Spain, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Spain carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Torres. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cafu. He's found a way through. And here's Ferran Torres. He's away. There's the shot. It's a goal. And this is getting better and better. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Carvajal could try cutting inside. Hits it first time! Rafinha. No, again there's no... And Torres! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. And it's Xavi. And here's Ferran Torres. Neymar. Gabriel Jesus. Firmino. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, great ball! He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neymar. Climbs up big! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
And it's Xavi. Puyol. Laporte. He's got away. Matheus Cunha. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Now it's Xavi. That's a little off target. Xavi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a...
He's had a hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fernando Torres threads one in. He can run onto that. And he'll shoot here. Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, and it's such a good effort. Maybe the target really should have been hit. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Ferran Torres, closing in on goal. Firmino. Puyol spots it and intercepts. And that will be it. Spain can celebrate now. They have exactly what they... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Madison!
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. And the finish! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Saka. They get a throw in. Quality ball. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Rice. Saka looking to get on the end of... Big header! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will...
And the shots! In he goes again!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Fiddles it through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's picked out the run. And he's decent hit! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham, he's picked his way through, and he welcomes it in. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rice. Balde. He's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's... Oh, what has happened here? Turns and goes back.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well,
And it's half-time here. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So there was the first half.
who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's a really interesting... Climbs up big! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Saka. Oh, important interception. And it's been given away. Balde. And it's Laporte. Madison is wide and looking to get on. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Adams gets across to intercept that. Now it's Ferran Torres. The ball is bounced loose now. Rodri.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rice. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ah, that's a fine interception.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And here's Xavi. Oh, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's played forward. Xavi. Ferran Torres. Rice. Bellingham. Oh, no joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shot a goal! Caught offside that time. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Scholes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi. Fernando Torres. Oh, played right into his path.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. The hostilities have already resumed. Ferran Torres. Now it's Pedri. Fired deep towards the back post. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kane. And the shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Kane. Oh, that's clever. Maddison finds himself offside. Kane. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Stones gets over an intercept. Half-time, extra time.
A quick reminder today
Yeah,
that
90
smoking
minutes
is
long
only
gone,
allowed in
15
areas
of
shown
an
on
extra
this map.
30 have
Thank you for
also
your
gone, and the
cooperation.
search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama?
Substitution for Spain. Number 8, Xavi. Number 7,
And we're off for the
Pedri.
final time.
Number 20,
They have played themselves to a near
Number
standstill.
9,
What is left in the tank
Torres.
now?
Coming
Now
on
it's
the field,
Morata.
number 18,
That is a great
Iniesta.
pick out.
Number 13,
But it is clear to see that he is
Number
not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked
Number 23,
authority, a cause of
David Villa.
mild frustration.
Nicely aimed pass. That's good vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Scholes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rice. Now it's Bellingham.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
That's a shade optimistic. And the referee brings it to a close. Spain were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. that the passionate crowd demands. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Roberto Carlos. Milan are looking to break at pace. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is good alertness. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, no joy this time. There is the supremely talented Jack Wilshere. I wonder what sort of a role he's going to have here, Jim.
Well, he's very versatile, so I suspect he might play a combination of deep-lying midfielder, but also get forward and be a box-to-box presence.
What they say about him, a player with Spanish technique, but an English lion. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's straight offside. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's away. It's Neymar! Rodri. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kimmich charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Messi. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well, that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Van Bouten getting this one clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he was quick to react. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van Bouten. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Xavi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Defending of the desperate variety. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Guardiola. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Kimmich.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Shevchenko! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. It's just beyond his reach. Van Bouten can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kimmich. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! And yes, it's there!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Bellingham, played out to the left flank.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Guardiola. He's got a side of goal. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Guardiola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan have their second corner now. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? So, third corner of the game. Roberto Carlos attempts a clearance. Guardiola receives it in a good position here. Wilshere. Oh, here's a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan get their fourth corner. Messi with the clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Luis Suarez. Great hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Neymar. And here's Yamal. Shot at goal! They've done it! time remaining, game still on. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Milan surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic.
It's Luis Suarez! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's shifting through the gears here.
5 minutes added time.
Messi. Bellingham looking to penetrate opposition lines. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Wilshere. Bellingham! Oh, screamer! About as smooth as it gets. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties. Luis Suarez is over the first kick. And he has done his bit.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. Shevchenko steps up for his penalty. Oh, what a save!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Barcelona are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. And that doubles their lead. Milan can't afford to miss another one.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
This to put them 2 up. And they're 2 up. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Down the middle, right where the keeper was standing.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Barcelona with the chance to go 2 up. And he's put them 2 in front. Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. It's in. Pick that one out.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Xavi to end it here and now. He's buried it and he's won it. Barcelona have won it by the barest of margins. 2 sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Eto. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class.
Shapes to shoot! Messi. Kimmich. Luis Suarez. Oh, that's a key interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Cruyff. Iniesta. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Kimmich. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. And it's played forward. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Messi. Suarez is onto this. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, terrible pass. Danger averted for now. And it's Messi. Costa Curta, too strong for his opponent there. So it is still 0-0. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Luis Suarez. That's headed upfield. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's in plenty of space here. Lewandowski. He's got the shot away! Goal! Final! The breakthrough strike!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Luis Suarez. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Lewandowski. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Feyenoord with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get onto this? Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's played him through. Luis Suarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Feyenoord are looking to go forward now. Rice.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's Batistuta. Oh, super find. He's got away. Rodri. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 17, Suarez.
So off we go once more.
Iniesta.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Barcelona have their second corner now. In with a header! That's another chance! It's there! Barcelona are back in business! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And Very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Well read, nice interception. Eto'o, looking for the run. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. Now the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Substitution.
Feyenoord choosing to make the first change. Barcelona go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
They draw this time.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
And they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Mbappe. And it's Cruyff. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, there's the clearance. Messi. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! He's shifting through the... Haaland! He's got a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Substitution.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Him is number 4.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Pete.
Hits one! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona have their third corner. Goes in for the header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Feyenoord have the chance to go the other way. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Belletti.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. In with the challenge. Lobbed in behind. Dink through. That's offside. Yes, it is. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Batistuta. There's the hit! Sensational from Eto! And that may just do it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead. Oh, they could be caught out here. Spread neatly. And he's heaved it away. The referee's awarded a free kick. Haaland. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Cruyff. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
He could be in here. And Batistuta! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Located by the gates.
Barcelona
Sure
leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game. He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Schneider is offering a wry smile there.
And he cuts out the supply. He's played him through. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well read, nice interception. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. Has a look and has a go. And they've got rid. And that's been won straight back. Kimmich gets across to intercept that. Pedri. Owen. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he was quick to react. Owen is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
And now the hit! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! He's got himself an absolute peach. Barcelona are in front.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted, but
Just Eto'o! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
and the defence was completely beaten then. Exploiting that space in behind has proven very effective for them in this game. It's good stuff.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's had a shot! And he hits the net! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. David Villa. Owen. And Owen! They want to be quick to recover this. It's a good-looking cross. Cleared away. Xavi. Xavi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the
There will
idea
be
was
1
right.
minute
The
added
delivery
time.
wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And there's the end of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Barcelona are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism,
Please be
it could have
reminded
been
that
3.
drinking is only allowed in the areas shown
Barcelona
on this
in
map.
control
Thank
at
you very much for
half-time,
your cooperation.
2-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Pedri.
And
Number
the action
22,
is back on the way.
David Villa. Coming on the field.
And
Number
here's
9,
Eto'o.
Bellingham. Number 20.
No, that was never going to
Alvarez.
make it. Schneider. Kimmich. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Eto'o. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Messi. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Barcelona finding their passes. Well read, and the danger is averted. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second
The
half.
attendance for this match was
Roberto Carlos.
72,306.
Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rodri. And here's Suarez. That's been cut out, well played. Alvarez. That has been slung wide. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Roberto Carlos. That's been drilled in. Bellingham. Now it's Owen. And it's Sneijder. And it's Owen. And here's Owen. And he's intervened well there. And here's Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Xavi. Xavi. That is a great pick out. Can he put it away? Yes! And the lead is extended still further. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A case now of complete control. The message is clear, none shall pass. Sneijder.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
Hello, attendees. This
Neto
is a
claiming the
lost
man of the match
children's
award,
announcement.
and there is
Would the
very
father
little
of a
room for
boy
argument.
in a blue hat kindly make his way
How do
to
you
the
look back on the game then,
information
Jim?
center?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Guti. Rivaldo. That is lovely. Rivaldo going face to face with his great rival. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Rivaldo. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zinchenko!
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi. Ball's gone out of play. He's away! He's under a lot of pressure there. Xavi. That is good alertness. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Luis Suarez. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's found a way through. He's tried one. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's onside. And it's Ruben Neves. Neto. Luis Suarez. Looking for the runner. And he was quick to react. Messi. It's Kimmich. Rodri. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Messi! He's gone forward. He's got away. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. He's got a side of goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Messi. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he's got the beating of his man. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! They've scored! Two to the good. They have breathing space. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can
2
afford to
added
be
minutes has
more
been
daring,
indicated.
Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab it.
Chance to finish. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Now it's Nakata. Big chance! So their fourth corner of the game. Rivaldo, who's short. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And it's made sure that's not getting through. Belletti. Kimmich. Here's Rodri. And it's Roberto Carlos. Eto'o. Great ball and he's in here. Xavi! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Koundé. And it's Eto'o. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in plenty of space here. Nakata. Guti. Oh, this looks sharp. Barcelona in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Now it's Xavi. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rivaldo. Belletti. Xavi. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot. Oh, that was no routine save.
Rivaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Roberto Carlos. That is a great pick out. Roberto Carlos. Climbs up big. And that should get the job done. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's their second corner of the game. Xavi plays it short. And he's managed to get rid. Works it forward. It's a promising position. Xavi is flagged offside. Koundé. Ruben Neves. It's Bellingham. Just about up to 75 minutes. No luck with that dink over the top. Rodri. And it's Messi. Van Balten. And they can counter here. And it's Rivaldo. Got a shot away. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, in he goes again. Sticks it away.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
The goal scorer.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Bellingham. Substitution.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager.
Mbappe! It's in! Manchester United are back on level terms.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Can he finish? Should have equalised.
Mbappe couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded.
They're up to 5 corners now. Oh, there's the clearance.
Manchester United have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Kimmich. Ruben Neves, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Barcelona,
6
moments
minutes
now
has been
away
indicated.
from seeing this one out. And that's not going to reach. Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Bruyne. Eto. Rodri. And it's Eto. Chips it through. Zinchenko can get it clear. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Luis Suarez on
And
the
now,
score sheet
please
3
turn
times.
towards the screen
Very
for a
much
special
the man.
presentation featuring our guest performers
Any
today.
reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold, and in the end we weren't left with any surprises. It worked out.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Played out to the right.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge... Up for a header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Eto'o. Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the counter is on. Now it's Owen. Played back in.
Neymar really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Now it's Neymar. Kimmich. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. He won't be happy with that one. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
There will be a throw-in. Van Bauten. It's Van Dijk. Xavi. And it's Messi. Good read, needed to be. Oh, good-looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Half an hour played now. Now it's Luis Suarez. Valverde.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Van Bauten gets rid without sophistication. Eto'o. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Owen. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's gone looking for safety. Kimmich. For Van Bauten. That's ruffled a few feathers. but well dealt with.
There
And
will be
Dijk
1
gets
minute
good
added
distance on
time.
it. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's another good win of the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Number 8.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Batistuta.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gilberto Silva. But it's Owen. Aim forwards. Messi. Batistuta. Barcelona do look as though they... And Batistuta! Oh! Fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope...
Luis Suarez! Here's a player who has defined a generation.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing.
This match was
No messing about, just
70,987.
bludgeoned away. And he cuts out the supply. He's in plenty of space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Ito. Number 6, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field, number 19.
No, that's been intercepted.
Son Heung-min.
Rodri.
Number 7,
Now it's Son Heung-min.
Beckenbauer.
He can run onto
Taking
that.
place.
He's through, it's 1-on-1! And that has been cleared. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking tidy in possession here. Nicely weighted ball. Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Ball's gone out of play. Cruyff does well to get it back. And it's Vardy. Valverde. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Danger averted for now.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Valverde. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And they're back on the ball again. And he welcomes it in. And he's there to get it away. Batistuta. Aims beyond the defence. He's gone for goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Neymar really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Oh, that's a key interception. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
There will be 3 minutes added
Neymar.
time.
He's gone forward. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move.
It's Son Heung-min! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And we're done. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been
And
named
if you
man
do
of the
have a
match,
chance today,
and
please
deservedly
take
so.
some time out to give your support to our better stadium.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say, I'm thoroughly
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, can he get onto this? Son Heung-min.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become the European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Neymar.
And neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar, a true great in every sense of the word. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Roberto Carlos is behind this one. Roberto Carlos against the crossbar. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Has a look and plays it forward. Kante gets over and intercepts. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. Rodri. Son Heung-min. And it's slung out wide. Rodri. Approaching the half-hour mark. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Gnabry. He's found a way through.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Belletti. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Beckham. Now it's Gnabry. Gnabry.
That was lovely, that.
He is through here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Iraq with the corner. They're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, played through for the wide man. It's a goal kick. Works it forward. That has been cut short. Now it's Neymar. Neymar gets across and deals with it. Neymar! And he's done it!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Security staff.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Barcelona come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball.
Now the finish! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Roberto Carlos. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Beckham. Gnabry providing an outlet on that flank. And it's hoisted clear. Beckham! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got the shot away! It's there! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Terrible error, duly punished. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gnabry. Neymar. Son Heung-min. Eto'o running with the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's face to face with the keeper. There's the hit! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Iraq have their second corner now. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. So, third corner of the game. Van Bouten. Ball is over the line. Van Bouten with the clearance.
Iraq really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's picked his way through. It's a loose ball. This time, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Gnabry. Lovely feet.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And this is the big chance.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Out for a throw. Chouameni makes the interception. Rummenigge,
There will be 5
well
minutes
timed,
added
excellent
time.
interception. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Eto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Eto. Oh, super find. White to Beckham. And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade. Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again.
Decent hit! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that's a key interception. Now that's well seen too. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha. That's the throw. Kimmich. And it's Cruyff. And claimed it back swiftly. Quarter of an hour played. Eto'o. He has found the way through. Shot could be... Luis Suarez! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o. That is a great pick out. He's picked his way through. Backward it goes. It's Luis Suarez! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's
Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's let fly. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's through and all alone. Wonderful. Messi! Sticks it away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
He's got to be in here. It's Eto'o! He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
2 goals on the day. And
There'll be
there's
3
the shot!
added time.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Eto'o with the clearance. Xavi. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Cruyff. Quality ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really
We're
seen
down,
enough to
but we're
indicate
far
that
from
the
out.
opposition
Now let's all
can come
rally
out in the
behind the
second
boys and
half
show them a
and
bit of
improve
support.
to that degree.
Barcelona 2 up, but it is a crazy, undulating, unpredictable game.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back underway. Rodri. There's the hit! They are rampant! And he is just ripping it up! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
So now the difference is 3. It's a really well-measured ball. Good read, needed to be. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Rafinha.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Could be danger here. Davids. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold,
The
he's
attendance for this
set up
match
1 goal
was
so far.
70,987.
It's gone for a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Luis Suarez. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Hernandez. Really fierce, close defending. Messi. Rodri. And it's Luis Suarez. And it's played forward. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's in on goal. Big chance! They've done it! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That'll be a throw. He's in space and looking for options. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking for the runner. He's through here. Batistuta. Neymar! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Great chance! He's got a goal! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Costa Curta cuts it out. Mbappe. Rafinha. Messi. Rodri. Kimmich. Batistuta. And he welcomes it in. Davids.
There will be 3 minutes at
Alexander
time.
Arnold. Rafinha. Has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Batistuta. Davids calmly anticipates. He can run onto that. Now the finish! And he hits the net. How many? Just how many? The golf in class is... So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Luis Suarez, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best.
Time to thank you all for your support
Well, what are
today.
your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Belletti gets his pass away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Vinicius Junior. And it's Batistuta. Quarter of an hour played. And he cuts out the supply. Messi.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Mohamed Salah. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mohamed Salah looking to penetrate opposition lines. Xavi. Beckham. Picked out, and the shot! No way through. And it's Messi. That's good running with the ball. Vinicius Junior. Rodri. And Batistuta! And that's definitely not his best. Roberto Carlos. And he was quick to react. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Beckham does really well to win the ball there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belletti. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Well read, nice interception. He's been picked out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Batistuta. Batistuta! Yes, it's there! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Batistuta.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be
He's
commended.
through here.
Now it's Eto. It's Luis Suarez!
It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Xavi. Xavi! Denied by an instinctive save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the keeper beats it away.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona have not got very long if they hope to rescue this. They're being urged forward by great home support, but they need something to go their way pretty soon, Peter. Now it's Eto. Has a go!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
A real chance if he can get through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Now it's Batistuta.
Fires from distance. And that would have won it.
Batistuta really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that could set him on his way. And the ball's come loose here.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Nicely weighted ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. It's Eto'o! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Messi. Well, that looks a good ball through. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Nicely worked. Goes in for the header! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Roberto Carlos. Xavi.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
It's anyone's ball now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And he's heaved it away. Van Dijk cuts it out. Roberto Carlos. And here's Eto'o. Bellingham is there to clear. It'll be a throw-in. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
In with the challenge. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Eto'o, and he's found a way. Eto'o! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Charanoglu tries making a foray down the right. Eto'o. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's picked his way through. This might... And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Oxford are looking to go forward now. And that is a little undercooked. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Minutes has been
And
indicated.
that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cleared away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Hello, attendees.
On the evidence of what we've seen, there were their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Adams cuts out the pass. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the keeper beats it away.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Pedri gets over and intercepts. Deftly away. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Xavi. Goalkeeper's ball. Just about up to the hour now.
This match was 70,987.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Roberto Carlos. Xavi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well read, nice interception. Eto. Oh, he's burst through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Shot at goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Xavi was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
Pinches it off him. And they win it back again.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xavi. Barcelona finding their passes.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Bastoni gets it away. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that will be the final act. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it.
A
Eto
quick
voted
reminder
man
today
of the
that
match,
smoking is
and
only
deservedly
allowed in
so.
areas shown on this map. Thank you for your
What are your thoughts
cooperation.
on today's game then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Messi. And it's Belletti. Puyol cuts it out. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Guti providing an outlet on that flank.
And a header!
He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Van Dijk. Pressing high and with purpose. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. And here's Suarez. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. Eto'o. Oh, well played. He got back really well. And they're back on the ball again. Wilshere. Guti. Shot a goal! That's a throw.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Messi. Rice gets across to intercept that. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, good ball! It's Eto'o! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a great hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And the shot!
Terrific effort, just off target. Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
With Roberto Carlos.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Here's Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now that's well seen too. Rice. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. Now it's Messi, and it's Messi. Can he finish? He has done it! Arsenal are level.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
After 45 minutes is
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
They want to be quick to recover this. And we hit half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. Arsenal kick off the second half. Rice. Mbappe. That looks a cracking ball. Danger averted for now. It's gone for a throw-in. Rice. Passes short and sharp. Xavi running with the ball. Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Barcelona go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mbappe gets flagged offside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Eto'o. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Was 71,550.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's heaved it away. Floated through. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the pass. Luis Suarez! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Wilshere. Mbappe. He's had a shot. It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Opts to play it back. And the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
Roberto Carlos. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the keeper beats it away. He's got the shot away! Nicely aimed pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Wilshere. Now it's Guti. And he's quick to get it clear again. Referee's given a throw. Hernandez.
Guti really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well-timed, excellent interception. Wilshere. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Eto. Oh, great play! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Chance in football.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well,
It's Luis Suarez! And that's caused a worry or two.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Neymar. And he cuts out the supply. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That has been cut short. Messi. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He rises! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Goes forward. Oh, perfectly measured that. Belletti. That's a sharp pass. It's gone backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And now they can clear their lines. That has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Messi wins the duel this time. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Added time.
And that interception was... And the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Substitution.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's away. Has a go! What a save! Terrific reactions. Batistuta. Forwards and with intent. Van Balten kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that could set him on his way. Decent hit! No mistake! getting better and better.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
The attendance for this match was
Luis Suarez.
70,987.
Messi. Great hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that's been drilled in. That's going to go a long way. And it's Belletti. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, it's Batistuta. He's through here. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Messi. Kimmich. And they win it back again. Nedved. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Messi. Nedved does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And that has left him in a heap. Xavi. Nedved. And here's Batistuta. Oh, super. Batistuta! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The one and two touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well-timed, excellent interception.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Cafu. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Cafu. And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable.
Hello, attendees.
Your
This
reflections
is
then,
a
Jim.
lost
Barcelona
children's
desperately
announcement.
failing to
Would the father
impose
of a boy
themselves
in
on the
the
game.
green backpack
Decidedly
kindly
flat,
contact a
disjointed
nearby
in so
member of
many
staff?
areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.